And if we haven't, you're so cute. Hi, welcome to FiberLoveDiary. If we haven't met, I'm Trish, and if we have met, welcome back. How you doing? I'm here with my coworkers. You all know Luther. You probably haven't seen Gus as much, but he is also my buddy. He just doesn't follow me everywhere I go like Luther does. But he is my buddy, and he has been under the weather for a while, but we're getting him back on track. So hi, how you doing? How is everybody? Summer is moving fast. By the time you guys see this, I think it'll be like the middle of August, which is yay. I'm actually under the weather. I have a low-grade fever and all swollen glands and a sore throat, so I'm staying away from everyone. I know probably it's nothing, not sick enough to feel like it's a big deal, but I also feel like probably a lot of people who've been spreading germs around think, oh, I'm not really sick, and then they get other people sick. So I'm gonna be staying home for a while. I bought some new Christmas dishes at a garage sale over the weekend. I don't know why that matters, but that's why there's a big pile of dishes on my table. So this is gonna be a slightly long story, but it is gonna go somewhere. So back before I started this channel, I watched tons of other YouTubers. A lot of times I felt like what they were doing was like inaccessible, or they weren't going through the whole process, or they were making it seem way more complicated than it needs to be. And that's one of the two things that helped me start my channel. One thing was I really wanted to empower people to feel like they could try things and they could do things themselves. Like, there's nothing special about me. I've been doing this a long time, but I've been doing it on my own. I learned from YouTube and books and things like that. I just wanted people to not feel like I have to have my water a certain pH and I need to do this and that and temperature and all that stuff, when the truth is, like, you can do this at home without tons of crazy stuff. That was one of the two main reasons, and I still feel that way. What's crazy is after I started my channel, I could not watch other YouTubers anymore. I feel like everyone has it more together than me, and whenever I watch someone else's channel, I feel inferior. Like, I'll feel like my channel's not growing as fast as theirs is, or they really have it all together and they totally know what they're doing, and I seem like I'm all over the place, which is not a lie. I am all over the place, but that's the good point, because you can be all over the place and you can still do this and like have amazing results. So anyways, I'm crazy. What can I tell you? And I don't feel bad about it. But that's what made me want to make this video for plant fibers with very accessible dyes. So anyone who really wants to try something out can just like go to a store, get a few things and try it out. Into my stash, I grabbed a bunch of different plant fibers that I had in the bottom drawer of my carding table. If you watch the organizational video, that's where I keep a lot of what I consider to be add-ins. So like bamboo, silk, glitz, all those kinds of things. The best part of this whole video is that the entire time I was dyeing a bunch of different plant fibers. One of them is the Sea Silk from the July 2020 Paradise box. We got a white, I think it was a 3-ounce like wee little bump of Sea Silk, and I called it Rayon the entire time. So you're gonna see a little screen correction every single time I say Rayon when I'm talking about the fiber, because it was the Sea Silk. It was the Sea Silk, people. And so I was completely done drying it and looking at all these little, you'll see the tags to tell me what's what, and I'm like, no, this is not Rayon. Why'd I do that? I can't redo it, so I'm just gonna correct it on the screen. If you wouldn't mind, please wait till the end so you can see them all and then tell me what your favorite color combination is. I'm actually pretty pleased with how all of them came out. There's like one or two where I'm like, where am I gonna use this? But I will find a way, you know I'll find a way. Plus, I love to hear what you guys' favorite color combinations are. That is weirdly one of my most favorite things in the world. Let's dye some plant fibers. Hey, I've been cleaning all day and getting groceries, and I know I look a little bit crazy, but I am gonna dye some plant fibers today. I wanted to try something that's accessible to most people. You can find these at like dollar stores Walmart's, craft stores, like I've seen them at Hobby Lobby and all that kind of stuff. It's a tie-dye kit. I got it on clearance and I think it was like $4.50 on clearance. It's made for cotton and I'm gonna dye, let me see, I've got 5 plant fibers picked out.
Soy Silk,
Cellulose, oh sorry, 6. Bamboo,
Soy Silk,
cellulose, rose fiber, linen, and soy silk. So I'm just gonna mix a bunch of them up and just dye a bunch of these to go in like Rolex and bats and stuff like that. I love some of these plant fibers. They're like silk, but they're less expensive and they're just as nice. I'm gonna leave them to sit 24 hours while they stay wet, and then they can like really bond better. My experience with this is very limited. I'm just gonna put a book on my phone and I'm gonna go for it, and then we'll come back and rinse them tomorrow and I'll show them to you. All right, so I am gonna just go ahead and mix up all the bottles in this. The instructions are very, very basic. This is the instructions. So it says, tie fabric for desired technique, add water to dye bottle and fill to the neck, replace cap tightly, good idea. Shake until dye is dissolved, apply dye to fabric. This says wrap in plastic, let sit 6 to 8 hours and rinse. I am gonna let it sit a minimum of 24 hours. So that's the only difference, and that's because, like I said, I have used these before and I wanna try to get some really vibrant color, and last time a lot of it rinsed out. Okay, these are gonna look a lot prettier when they're dry, but I just had to get a little bit of this while it's in the sun because look at the color I got. I can't believe it. Some of them, especially the purple, are still bleeding just a tiny, tiny bit. I don't think you guys will be able to hear it, but the hummingbirds are totally buzzing me right now. Look at that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna quick show you each one and tell you what each one is so you can tell me your favorite. This is Pearl Infused Cellulose. Ooh, I got good light too. Look how beautiful this turned out. I used the red and the like hot pink, the darker pink. And it's interesting because I've tried to dye bamboo before, actually in one of these videos with acid dyes, and it does dye them, but to a much like quieter degree color wise. And I've often thought like, how am I gonna get a really vibrant color? This is the Rayon Linen yarn. I also used this to weave some waffle weave cloths recently. There we go. And it is like, it has such a pretty sheen to it. I'm sorry you guys, I'm shaking a little because I have a slight fever. I'm really sorry. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, and these colors just came out beautiful. So I'm definitely gonna wind off a big hank of this and dye it, but I'll probably use the Dharma Fiber Reactive dyes because I don't really think I have enough left of the tie dyes. This is bamboo. I have two little packages of bamboo. This makes me think of like pink lemonade. So I am very excited to use this in something. I'm not a yellow person generally, but I don't mind this color yellow, and I think as an accent it would be so pretty. So shiny. This is the Soy Silk, isn't it? Hang on. Yep. This is the Soy Silk. This is from Ohio Valley. I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard of them before. And it has the kind of like more teal, and then there is an apple green that came in that kit. This is the rose fiber, and I have to say it might be my favorite. So this is orange and the hot pink. Look at that. And then the orange too turned out just so, it's such a pretty shade. This is the other bamboo. Okay, so this is the one where I'm not as jazzed, and I kind of knew this was going to happen, but I added opposing colors on the color wheel. So orange and green are both in this, and that gives you all three of the primary colors, and you end up getting brown when you do that. See, I got some brown in it, but I feel like that will still be useful. So this is the other thing of bamboo. So it's just very citrusy, except for the brown I got, which I'll probably pull out and use separately. No problem. The sea silk. So I don't know if you'll be able to see how glowy this is, but it's so, it literally glows in the light. Okay, so it really kind of glows in the light. It is just beautiful. A couple of them kind of have that quality. Look at this. Look. Oh. I would love to hear what your favorite color combo is, what your favorite one is to work with. I was really wishing I had some pineapple in my stash because I used to have some from Paradise, but I've used it all up. And if you guys remember, a few episodes back, I talked about a young YouTuber named Kai who has a fiber channel. It's called Fiber by Nature. And Kai did a demo explaining how they actually get the pineapple fibers from the plant, and it's quite interesting. I'm gonna actually link to that video of Kai so that you can go see it. I think it's pretty cool, and I think it's awesome that Kai is starting out at this age and, I mean, gonna do amazing huge things with fiber. So I love you guys. I will talk to you soon. I'm sure next time I talk to you I'll be 100% healthy. I'm fine, everything's cool. By the time you see this I'll already be 100% healthy. So I love you. Bye.